When my son was 10, he was making travel vlogs and unboxing videos with his cell phone camera. Now, at 20, he owns a full-blown videography business, films music videos for musicians in Nashville, and he just released a music video that has 250,000 views in under a month. This isn't just a proud dad moment, although it is that too. This is a story about how when someone commits early, works relentlessly, and dares to believe that building a life around your passion isn't just possible, it's real. Okay, let's take a walk. So when my son was 10 years old, he had a passion for film and video, whether it was taking pictures, mainly around video though. He took to that at a very, very early age, and he's naturally good at it. Yeah. Look at that dead snake. I'll say I like doing these outdoor videos because you find some cool stuff. But for him, it's never really been about the views. It's been about the storytelling. And one thing that I think that is an excellent example to us all is he never waited for perfection. He got to a point where he said, you know what? Okay, I've got this cell phone. I'm gonna start making videos. Eventually he got an external microphone, and I mean now he's got amazing gear. But I think it's a great lesson for us all to take action rather than just waiting until we have it all figured out and then starting. He started super early. I think it's pretty cool how the way Garrett started his videography career so young. He's invested the time to put in the reps, right? He's been making videos now for a decade, and he's only 20 years old. That's pretty impressive if you ask me. And one of the things I think that did for him is it kind of built a resilience, so to speak, right? He was posting videos back before anybody was really watching. And you know what? He did it anyways. I think that says a lot about his relentless grit and his willingness to pursue any goal ahead of him. I'll tell you what, that boy, if he sets his mind to something, look out, he's going to achieve his goals. And I think it's really awesome to see that. One of the jobs that he picked up at a pretty young age was working as a second shooter for a local wedding photographer. And she's just been an amazing mentor for him. I was so happy when he refers to her as his mentor, because she taught him everything basically about, not so much around the videography thing, but around how to take something creative, like making videos, and converting it into a business. And I think that's a big challenge for anybody who wants to turn their art into a business, is to be able to have that business know-how. And, you know, how do you write contracts? How do you do billing and things like that? So that would be my advice for you. If you're thinking about doing any sort of a gig where, you know, you want to follow a artistic career or anything like that, find yourself a mentor. That's going to go a long ways in shortening the learning curve to actually make the business a go. So he also worked for another videographer. My brother-in-law did that for a while, and I think that helped him kind of learn the art of storytelling, because he's a fantastic storyteller through film. And then he just started going out on his own, filming weddings, filming. He loves snowboarding, so he's filmed snowboarding, works for a local ski resort doing that. So then eventually he was in high school and he was faced with the decision about what he wanted to do for a career. You know, he went, and a buddy of his and him went and took a business class in the evening at the local college, which I thought was wonderful that he took the initiative to go and do that. When he graduated, he knew, and as he talked to his mentor, like, he knew he didn't need to go in debt through a college, go $100,000 into debt in order to be able to do what he wanted to do and follow his passion. So he was able to instead learn by doing. And I think that's another great example for us all is like, hey, if there's a career that you want to pursue, you don't need a college degree for it, whether it's a trade school or just something you've learned by experience and you can make a go of it. You don't need to go to college. There's other ways to learn those skills. Whether it's like what he did, where he worked doing the job for a while, then took some business courses to help shore up that aspect of the career. It's just an eye-opening experience for us all to realize, you know what, you don't have to just go to college to be successful. I think he doesn't really like doing the business aspects as much, but I think he realizes yeah, that's part of it. And I think it's pretty cool too that he knows hey, there's going to be aspects of this job that kind of stink and you don't want to do it every day, but he rolls up his sleeves and, goes to work every day and does it anyways. So what I think is really amazing right now is how big he's dreaming, right? He's working with probably 4 different artists from Nashville, artists from all over the country, but up and coming artists. And he's just having a blast doing it. I think he's loving that, that passive income that sort of job could generate. Yeah, I'll put a link below to the video, his most recent video. It's called Nicotine by Garrett Owens, and it's just fantastic. And I'd like you to check it out and support them and go over there and check that video out and make sure you leave a comment and share it and do all the stuff. I do want to ask you, if you're getting any value out of this video today, please take a second and give it a like. It really helps the channel and helps me get my message out to people that might need to hear this. So I think the message with Garrett pursuing the music video career is he's not content to just stay right where he's at. He's constantly evolving. And I think that's one of my challenges for you today. Is there something in your life that you feel like, hey, you know what? I need to go after that dream. I need to go chase that. You ever stop to ask yourself, what would happen if I went all in on that big dream that I have? I'm sure it would be amazing. What was your unboxing video moment? What was that thing that you set aside that you love? What's one small step that you could take this week to start again without waiting for permission or perfection? Do you know someone who's chasing their dream or building something from scratch? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about it. Or you know what? Send them this video. This is probably the wake-up call that they need to hear. Jeez. I showered, honestly. Maybe that's the problem. So, japers. All right, I got to get away from these swamps, I think. I feel like these swamps are swarming with these horse flies. So anyways, let me finish the story here with Garrett. So